folks, this is Sam at B Sharp Guitars again, and I happen to have with me another Epiphone Zakk Wylde signature Les Paul. Of course, I had one not too long ago. Just kind of filling in for those few who don't know about Zakk Wylde. Basically, a famous guitar player, played for Ozzy Osbourne. Well, Ozzy had a couple in between guys, Randy Rhoads and Jakey Lee, but he was kind of the other, well-known guitar player for Ozzy Osbourne. Started on No Rest for the Wicked, and several albums after that, and then, of course, he has his own little project called Black Label Society. So, fill that in for the 0.01% that watching this video. But anyway, this is a signature Les Paul of his. Of course, you got the more expensive Gibson version. Really, the main difference to point out that with this Les Paul, as opposed to this Gibson, of course, this Les Paul is probably made over in China or Korea. And then, I think the big thing is we got the EMG Hertz pickups. These are the passive EMGs, basically passive versions of the famous EMG 8185 that is often found in the actual Gibson Zakk Wylde Les Paul. But nonetheless, these pickups still sound pretty good, and there are some people who do have a certain preference for the passive versions. Usually a bit of both. Some kind of like the tone a little bit better, and there's always, you don't have to worry about keeping a 9-volt battery in the Les Paul, as opposed to the actual active versions. But still, if one day you decide to go for the active setup, you can just probably take these out no problem, because a lot of guitars that originally come with the EMG Hertz, they are, the cavities are able to retrofit those. So you should not have a big of an issue right there. Like a lot of Les Pauls, it has a mahogany body. Of course, you got your tune mac bridge, here's your two rhymes, your two tones. You have a set-in neck, which happens to be maple. This one has a rosewood fretboard. And like with a lot of Epiphones, you have the Grover tuners. So a decent setup. As far as the condition, pretty good. I'm not getting fretting issues, no playing issues. Man, lots of wear on the plating, both on the frets and the bridge. A lot of oxidating, as they call it. And of course, I think the finish used to be snow white, but kind of got that little yellow cream, which is usually kind of unavoidable in a lot of cases, unless you really just only take the guitar out sparingly. But I tell this guitar has a lot of mileage on it, and I think it still has plenty to go. This is definitely, one of those really great workhorse guitars. It's something, it'll deliver the goods on the tone you want, but you can probably take it out, and if you get a small ding or someone spills beer over it, it's not going to be, the end of the world, as opposed to taking like a $2,500 Les Paul, or worst case, a actual Gibson, which probably goes on somewhere between 3 and 4, just kind of making a guesstimation. And yeah, definitely don't want someone throwing a beer bottle like that, or really worse, running off with it. So anyway, that's just about all there is to it. Not much else to go for. It does come in its own hard shell case, so a little more bang for the buck. Anyway, I am Sam with B Sharp Guitars, over and out.